Apple might have just thrown down the gauntlet, dude. Okay, wait, let me turn that down. Someone who lives and breathes macOS, I'm talking Raycast power user, developer, the whole nine yards. This announcement has me absolutely buzzing. So let's break down everything that just happened because honestly, Apple might have just changed the whole productivity game for nerds like us. Okay, first things first, can we talk about the numbering scheme? Apple just completely threw out their traditional versioning and went with macOS 26. Not 16, but 26, representing the year we'll actually be using this thing most. It's iOS 26, iPad OS 26, the whole ecosystem, Vision OS 26. Honestly, I kind of love it. It makes so much more sense when you think about it. We're getting this in fall 2025, but we'll be using it through 2026. It's like Apple finally realized their numbering was confusing everyone. Plus, it shows they're serious about unified ecosystem experiences. And now we have like this car-like numbering system. Liquid glass overhaul. Oh man, everyone is so crazy about it right now. Some people love it, some people are crazy about it, some people saying this is not accessible at all. You know what? I really love it. The liquid glass design. This is Apple taking that Vision OS aesthetic and bringing it to the Mac. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks stunning. I do have Vision OS. I love the design aesthetic of Vision OS software. I'm sure I'll love Mac OS as well. And then, I mean, look at this. The dock has the beautiful translucent reflective quality. The menu bar is now completely transparent. The sidebar, toolbars, everything has the depth and glassy feel that actually reacts to your content in real time. It's like they took the best parts of the original Aqua design from macOS X and modernized it for 2025. And can we talk about customization? Finally, we can change folder colors and add emojis. I know it sounds small, but as someone who organizes everything, being able to make my project folders distinct colors is going to be a game changer. Like the only customization macOS had up until this point, it was like you type in developer to the folder and then it has a hammer. But also we now have tinted icons. It's going to be like iOS. I might have my iPhone right here, which is set to black, and I just love it. It's just beautiful. Um, and I hope I can do the same thing with macOS. All right, here's the moment of truth for me as a Raycast devotee. Spotlight's biggest update ever. And honestly, Apple might have just thrown down the gauntlet, dude. So, they've completely reimagined Spotlight to show unified results, files, folders, events, apps, messages, even content from third-party cloud services, all ranked intelligently. Here is where it gets interesting for us power users. Quickies. It's like snippets, I believe, or keyboard shortcuts in Raycast. I feel like they learned it from Raycast. It's like Apple literally implemented what Raycast has been doing. Type a couple letters to trigger specific actions, like SM for send message, AR for add reminder. They're directly executing actions from Spotlight now. You can compose emails directly in Spotlight, set reminders, apply photo filters, even access Clipboard History. Clipboard History, that's been a Raycast killer feature for years. And also they've created, I think they had the app intent API. I think they've improved it. So now you can use app intents API to show your app intents in like Spotlight. So you could come up with real huge automated shortcuts for features for Raycast. And is it going to replace Raycast for me? Probably not entirely. Raycast still has extensions, custom workflows, and that developer-focused ecosystem. But for casual users, Apple just eliminated a major reason to download Raycast. This is Apple playing catch up in the best way possible. And I think Thomas, the creator of Raycast, saying pretty much the same thing. The fact that they're even acknowledging that these productivity tools exist and implementing similar features shows they're listening to power users. As a developer, I'm excited to see what shortcuts and app intents can do here. Speaking for shortcuts, this is where things get really interesting for developers and power users. Apple Intelligence is now baked directly into shortcuts. with intelligent actions. You can create shortcuts that tap into ChatGPT, Apple's private cloud compute, or on-device models. Imagine building shortcuts that can summarize documents, generate images, or create complex automations that actually understand context. I do feel like it low-key could automate N8N, which is this tool that can create you these huge workflows that can automate a lot of things. And what's cool, the automation tab is coming to Mac shortcuts too, which means we're getting those iOS style triggers. This is going to open up so many possibilities to workflow automation. As someone who builds development workflows, having AI powered shortcuts that can understand and manipulate data intelligently is going to be incredible. Also, they've created updates to the phone app or continuity. Now you have the phone app. You can do the calls, the continuity here. You get recents, contacts, voicemails, plus new features like call screening and hold assist. But the real star is live activities in the menu bar. Your iPhone's live activities, food delivery, ride sharing, flight updates now show up right in your Mac's menu bar. Click one and it opens up iPhone mirroring automatically. It's not revolutionary, but it's that seamless ecosystem integration Apple does best. For people deep in the Apple ecosystem, this is just going to feel so natural. Also, as someone who really loves 3D, but who's not good at it, now gaming on Mac, Apple's really pushing this narrative. And honestly, Metal 4 might actually make it happen. Metal FX frame interpolations and denoising and bringing console level graphics tech to Apple Silicon. The new Apple Games app gives you a central hub for all your games, and the game overlay is actually pretty sick. Adjust system settings, chat with friends, enable low power mode, and all without leaving your game. But I don't think anyone's going to play games on Mac. Like, they've got some serious titles coming, like Cyberpunk 2077. Enzoa for developers, Metal 4 opens up new possibilities for graphic-intensive applications beyond just gaming, and that's what I'm really excited for. Not the gaming part, but the Metal 4. Okay, wait, let me turn that down a bit, okay? Okay, should be better now. From a developer standpoint, this release is fascinating. The unified design language means we need to update our apps to match the liquid glass aesthetic, but Apple's providing the tools and the guidelines. I don't think a developer needs to do a lot of things. I think it's baked into Swift UI. The Spotlight integration through App Intent's API is huge. We can now surface app functionalities directly into system search, combined with shortcuts and Apple Intelligence. There are so many new ways to integrate with the system. Metal 4 isn't just for games either. Any graphic intensive app can benefit from these performance improvements for developers building creative tools, data visualization, or anything that pushes the GPU. This is a significant update. So, final thoughts. As a macOS fanboy who lives in productivity tools all day, this is Apple's most significant macOS update in years, and it's not because any single killer feature, it's because of how everything connects. The liquid glass design makes the whole system feel modern and cohesive, but we'll have to see if it's going to be really good. Spotlight's overhaul brings power user feature to the masses. Apple Intelligence integration makes automation actually intelligent. The continuity improvements just make the ecosystem stickier. Is it gonna make me switch from my beloved Raycast setup? Probably not completely. Raycast still has the extensibility and developer community that Apple can't replicate overnight. But for most users, Apple just might have made Spotlight really good. And I really like that they didn't focus on Apple Intelligence the most because from my perspective, what Apple does the best is waits out and then creates a product or a feature that actually works instead of just solving the problem that does not exist yet. And I don't know, it might backfire to Apple in the long run, but hopefully it doesn't. I really love Apple. I really love macOS. And with a lot of developers loving macOS as well, I think Apple is not going anywhere. So I think they're doing a really good bet, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments. Are you excited for these Spotlight improvements? Think Apple's going to finally taking productivity seriously? I mean, when it hasn't taken it seriously. macOS Tahoe 26 is going to be a wild ride. See you in the next one.